This new video is just to show you an add-on called Magic Make Copies. This is available on Google Sheets, which is why I've got Sheets open. However, it is also available on Docs. It will be made for forms and slides, but they're not quite ready yet. So first thing we need to do is install an add-on. So go to Add-ons, Get Add-on. We can then filter for education, or actually, we can just search for Magic Make Copies. And there it is, and we'll add that one to our Google Sheets. Again, when we get to add-ons, we have to allow permissions. So we choose our account, review the permissions it's going to use, and allow those permissions. We wait a few seconds because you have to wait for the add-on to fully install, and then when you get this little message, you know it's done. Now, if we have a look at Magic Make Copies, there are 4 options. The first thing is to copy any Google Drive file you like. So if we use copy a file, it then loads us the viewer window where we can search for our Google Drive, find a folder or a file even we want to copy. So if we go to folders copy, I've got one set up. And we should choose a file, sample file to copy, select how many times we want to copy it, let's do 3, and run it. We'll get a new window just telling us it's doing it. It usually only takes a few seconds, depends how much you've done. So we press OK. If we go and look at that folder, we see we've now got 3 additional files that have been created. So quite useful especially if you use Google Forms for assessments and want to make a new form for each class, that kind of thing. Obviously you need to go and rename each one, but it just saves you a little bit of time. The second option is to copy this Google Sheet. So whatever you are on, you can use copy this sheet and it will automatically ask you how many copies you'd like to make, and it works exactly the same way. The new copies are put in the same folder as the current file. I'm just going to cancel that because we don't need to do that. The other options you have is copy a folder. So there is no built-in way to copy an entire folder in Google Drive. So this is a way that you can select an entire folder and make a copy of it. There is a limitation. It will only go one subfolder down. So if you've got lots of folders and folders and folders, this won't work because it will only do one folder down. So if I choose this folder to copy, and because it's just select make a copy of a folder, it will only make one copy of the folder. The other option is to make multiple copies of a folder. So at this point, it would have asked us for how many copies we'd like to make. So if we've successfully made a copy, we can go to Google Drive. I'll go back to there. You'll now see there's 2. One's been made. So we go into that one. It's the exact copy of the previous folder. It will do subfolder. It will do one subfolder down. But if you had folders in here, they would not copy. So there is a limitation there, which is something I'm going to work on. But that's the crux of it. So that is an add-on Magic Make Copies, which you can have on your just installed on your Sheets and your Docs, which is really useful if you ever need to copy a file, copy a folder.